We're also looking at more prints. This is a print which has been torn in half, and we have half a print. We know it's an old print because you can see it's an old print, and this is the last one I've done out of the huge amount of prints I bought last year. It's the last one I'm examining. Because in the collection we bought there were a lot of Chineer prints, which I'll explain in a moment. I know this is a Chineer print because the text of all the Chineer prints, we've got about 30, has exactly the same format. So I know what it's going to be, but I don't know the detail, so I'm going to find the detail. We've taken a photograph, we'll put it on the computer, we're going to do a web search, and all the ones on the web that are the same will come up. Ones that belong to other people. So I can see there is one in America, National Gallery. The National Gallery in America is in Washington. So we're going to look at that and it'll tell us what it is, very simply. There is another one which has been auctioned. There will be some others as well, but this one will tell me all about it. Okay, National Gallery of Art. The Prima Machina for the Chineer of 1760, the Temple of Neptune 1760. Etching, plate 38 by 53. It's 38. 53 would take it to just past the edge of the frame, so that's about right. If it's the right size, it is just an indicator, it's not another one, not a reconstruction or reprint. The one in the museum has the same dedication and colour. Okay, so very quickly, the artist is Paolo Pozzi. Paolo Pozzi, Architetto. The etcher is Giuseppe Vassi. That would be on the other side, which is missing in the corner. It would say something like sculptor Vassi, or Sculptor G. Vassi, that would be in the corner. And there is also an attribution to Giuseppe Palazzi, and the implication is someone has changed the Paolo Pozzi to make it easier for Vassi to engrave it. That is the implication. It could be the other way around. It could be that Paolo Pozzi has changed a picture by Giuseppe Palazzi to make it easier to engrave. Okay. We'll read it next. It doesn't have it enlarged, unfortunately. Oh, it does. Okay, so Disegno della prima macchina rappresenta il tempio di Nettuno. Okay, what this will say, because as I said, I've done lots of them. What this is saying is this is a design for the prima macchina. The prima macchina is the first model of the Chineer. The Chineer is a religious festival held in Rome, was every year, and it was paid for by the King of Naples, and it was arranged in Rome by his local person, Don Lorenzo Colonna, Gran Contestable. So the King of Naples was in Italy when Italy was not one country. He had to show respect to the Pope, so he would pay for, via this person, Colonna, who lived in Rome, he would pay for, twice a year, one model to be made for fun, for a festa. And at the end of the festa, they would burn it down. The fair originally arose from the presentation of a white horse to the Pope, and it did precede the Pope as well. It's an ancient festival. So I'm going to go over it again. It's very strange. In Italy in 1760, and in all the years in that era, every year, twice a year, biannual, twice a year, the King of Naples would pay for his person, Colonna, in Rome, to make 2 temporary stage set type festival buildings. These buildings were not stone, they were made of wood, plaster, stucco, canvas, earth and paint, and they were built and they were used for a festa, which would have a dedication to a saint or 2 saints, and they would be burnt down at the end of the festival. And this went on for year after year after year after year. And these stage set buildings are huge. They're life-size temples. So this is the Temple of Neptune. It is built to venerate Papa Clemente Tres, I think it's 13, I'm not sure if it's 10. Pope Clement XIII, X111. And it does say, Incendita, per commando di Sua Excellenza. So it says it's burnt on the instruction of Colonna. Of all the ones we've got, one of them has boats. Only one of them has boats, other than this one. It has tanks of water with small boats in, and this one has got these vessels in the background. The fair was not held on the coast; it was held in the middle of Rome, sometimes in view of the quarters of the Pope. And I'm not sure. This can't be the open sea. I think what it is these waves will be made of soil, and they'll be covered in blue cloth or painted blue. I don't know how they've done it. So I don't think it's the sea. I don't think it'll be a tank. It's too big. The other one you have tanks, and you can see the edge of the tank, and you can see the boats in there. So I think here you've got a recreation of the sea in Rome. These boats will be models of boats. There are people on the boats. They'll be playing music. They'll be eating. They are dancing. They are burning incense. These people are camping at the fair because it will go on for days. They're having a feast. So it's a really interesting thing to some people. The other half that's missing, let's have a look at that. Again, you've got boats. You have another one of these flare lighthouse type things, columns. On the roof, they are burning incense as well. There will be fireworks. There will be daytime fireworks, which will be dust fireworks. So it's a wonderful thing. And there's a lovely, great shield at the top, which will belong to the King of Naples. Okay, this has got visibly signs of real significant age. It's 1760. It has bits of thread on it. It's been in a book. It's been stitched into a book. Sometime in its life, it's lost half of it's been ripped off. It's not worth lots of money at all, but it is a nice thing, and it's really, really interesting to some people. Thank you.